Hello everyone. So today we are going to journal about failures and mistakes, and we're going to try to relate it to our first post about always doing your best, or our first entry about always doing your best. We read out of the book The Four Agreements, and that was the fourth agreement, which is always do your best. And remember, always doing your best doesn't mean that it's going to be the greatest time that you've done it. It means that you are putting your intentions into what you're doing in a good way, and that you're pushing yourself to move beyond your limits. And you know that if you leave something every time knowing that you've done your best, you're going to feel fulfilled and you're going to feel like an honest and good person. So let's keep striving to be those people within our group, so that as individuals we can lead us into a higher and more positive place. Not that we aren't, it's just that there are more levels to find within this thing that we're creating with each other. So that was just to recap on our first entry, and today we're reading out of Wooden, which is a book that I was introduced to in 2007 when I was marching Phantom Regiment Drum Corps. A basketball coach wrote it. He was a basketball coach at UCLA, and he won he helped them to win many national championships. And he has a really great philosophy on how to get to this place with a team and just in your life, I feel. So this specific entry in here is called Failures and Mistakes. It's just a small paragraph, but I'm going to read that to you. I had mistakes, plenty, but I had no failures. We may not have won a championship every year, we may have lost games, but we had no failures. You never fail if you know in your heart that you did the best of which you are capable. I did my best. That is all I can do. Are you going to make mistakes? Of course. But it is not failure if you make the full effort. And always do your best, right? I told my players many times, failing to prepare is preparing to fail. Failing to prepare is preparing to fail. If you prepare properly, you may be outscored, but you will never lose. I wanted our players to believe that to their very souls, because I know it is the truth. You always win when you make the full effort to do the best of which you're capable. I also know that only one person on earth knows if you made your best effort. Not your coach, not your employer, not your husband or wife, boyfriend or girlfriend, brother or sister. The only person who knows is you. You can fool everyone else. So, I would like you to rewind and listen to it one more time, the paragraph. And then I want you to write down on one paper in your journal one question, and that is, what is a moment in my life where I felt unprepared outside of color guard, and as a result I felt as if I had failed? That question is, what is a time that I have felt unprepared outside of color guard, and as a result, I felt as if I had failed? I want you to write about that, and I want you to really dig deep and honest into this one time in your life, and really try to really look honestly at what it was and what happened and how it happened. And after you do that, I want you to write a response to your paragraph And I want that response to be, how could I have prepared more so that I didn't feel as if I had failed? Like, what could you have actually done to prepare more? Not just, oh, I could have done something better. I want you to really ask yourself, what was it that I could have done? And if there was nothing, then that means that you did your best in that situation. I assure you, though, if you're writing about this specific topic, there probably will be something. And then, at the very bottom, or flip the page if you need to, we're going to do a third thing. And I want you to write that quote down. I want to get it perfect. If you... The quote is, failing to prepare is preparing to fail. If you prepare properly, you may be outscored, but you will never lose. Failing to prepare is preparing to fail. If you prepare properly, you may be outscored, but you will never lose. So I want you to write underneath of that, what does that quote mean to you, specifically and individually? What do you take from that? And I think that's it for today. So I hope that our Write It Down Wednesday, our first one, is successful. And hopefully this video isn't unable to play in class. I'll see y'all Thursday.